I want you to be part of this reform process. So if you have any sympathy with this, I want you to become an active, moral agent of change and not a couch potato observer of a corrupt process.
Let's talk about your Democratic Party. Everyone I talk to seems to think there's only one party. It's called government. We don't see two parties. I've heard in your speeches you talk about the Democratic Party and its fundraising abilities and its special interests, and then you have this unique idea of being supported by me, you, and everybody else at $100 apiece, so that you owe us the favor, not special interest groups and PACs.
Pledge $100, pledge $50. Join in this effort to break the stranglehold of lobbyists, of political action committees, of those who have been responsible for the mess that we're now in. But the only people who have the power, it's not just me or you, it takes a critical mass of people watching this show and other shows like them to join together. I see myself as a vehicle that can help this joining together of this new political force that can capture the Democratic Party, take it over, restore it to its true glory and tradition. Together, we can find all the how-tos when we move out of the way the blockers, the obstacles, the corruptors, the complacent, the accommodators. That's what's standing in the way here of everything we're talking about. And yet, the power is in the people. Those 50% who didn't even vote. If just a fraction of them would come back, America would be transformed. It's committing ourselves to a revitalized America where we really take care of people and enable them to take care of themselves and their families and their communities. And that can be. It's a mental construct. It's a picture of the world based on a very primitive sorting of information. That's what we're now being governed by. And that's what has to be challenged and exposed and turned around. So we know from the objective evidence that something different should occur and it should be better. And I say that something different and that something better is a government and a country committing itself to making sure that income and job opportunity and national health care and decent schools and a decent environment are the birthright of every single person, not just the top 20% or the top 50%, but all of us. And in doing that, we will create a full economy, a full employment economy, and take care of a lot of the social ills that now are just getting worse.
What is it going to take to wake up the American public to do something for their lives and their future, and as a Native American say, for 7 generations to come?
What is it going to take? Well, that's the real question. What does it take to wake people up? I mean, we're talking about it today. Hopefully our discussion will help waking them up. It just takes a clear observation of what's happening and to measure what is happening against what is the American tradition. Thomas Jefferson, for example, who founded the Democratic Party 200 years ago, said the goal was to stop the power of the few from rioting on the labors of the many. I mean, that's the goal. Can we feel it? Can we experience it? And can we join together to create the political force so that we can stop the power of the few and give the power to the majority back again?
Why don't 50% of the people vote? The highest voter turnout is in presidential election years, and that's 50% maximum. And in off years, it's less than that. And one of the reasons we think why is because people feel that, first of all, there's no candidate that they believe in, and second of all, their vote doesn't really count.
I have this theory. We become spectators. We watch television, we watch sports, we watch movies, and we watch politicians, and none of those other things call for our activity. And I think people just are now shrugging their shoulders and saying, gee, I wonder how this will come out, as though they have no part in it. I'm here to tell you, you have a part in this movie. This is your life or whatever. It's time to take a stand. A lot of people say it'll never happen, and I say, well, this time it's not going to be my fault it doesn't happen, and so that's why I'm volunteering.